this is Angela. This is my second video of the day, and sorry if you hated this look the first time, but here I am. Here's Kira this time as well because she is taking a break from watching squirrels, and it's great to have her. She wants to leave me. Do you want to leave me? Okay, have fun. If you saw the title of this video, you might be surprised because in the past I've totally said that I don't want to do a whole collection project pan, but here we are. And let's begin with what inspired it. The Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm Face Palette. This inspired it because in my pan that slash those palette slash eyeshadows videos, I've lately been showing a bronzer at the end of those videos. It was started with my Physicians Formula bronzer where I hit pan on that and I was like, oh, let me just keep updating you all because I know you like pan, and panning on face products is almost more significant than eyeshadows to me because they take so long to hit pan on. So I was like, oh, there's a big deal for people that love panning. So I was showing the bronzer, and then I started to show the bronzer from this palette, which I haven't hit pan on yet, but just to like keep you guys in on the progress of it. And then I was thinking after I did that video, you also have other things in your collection that you are kind of actively panning, but you're just doing it in a normal way where you're like, oh, I'm just trying to use this up. It's not my favorite, or it is my favorite, but it's so close to being used up and I just want to use it up. Well, let me just look around and pick the items out that I am naturally panning right now. And then I was just thinking, well, if you find 10 items that you are naturally wanting to pan, or you've always wanted to pan, you just haven't had that incentive to do it. If you find 10 of those things that fall under one of those criteria, then you should just do a video because I know people would want to watch it, I think. I like to watch whole collection project pans. There are two different versions that I watch a lot. There's the whole face project pan that like Kitsch Snitch does a lot. Their format is like a whole face based on the seasons type of project pan that I'm attracted to, but I don't want to do that. That's a lot, like where they go primer, foundation, concealer, setting spray, like all of that. I don't want to do that. That's a lot for me. And then there's the other style that I also like to watch that I'm not gonna do, where it's the roulette pan style. I believe, I don't know who started it, Alexi, Rebecca Morgan are big ones on that from what I understand. And they have a spreadsheet where they randomly are given like a category to fulfill, where let's say it's a product that you never use because it's so expensive, or it's a product you don't use because it's so old. There's that randomized style of project pan. I just want to do a whole collection project pan that is 10 items of whatever I want. And if I finish an item, I will find something else to put in it. Yeah, that's where we're at. So item number one, like I said, is the inspiration, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm Face Palette. This palette, I want to hit pan on the bronzer specifically, but my goal in the other three is just to get more use out of them. I might keep track of the usage, but I want to hit pan on this bronzer. That's the Glowgasm palette in Deep, as we've talked about, which is funny. Then let me talk about my hair care item that I want to put in. It's this Ouai leave-in conditioner. I once thought that I really liked it, and now it's kind of like a struggle to remember to put it in my hair. It's nice, but I thought I liked the smell of it, and then I saw reviews and people were like, oh, I don't like the smell. And I was like, what? The smell is great. And then now, as I've changed as a person, the smell for me is not that great. And it might be because it's older. This is older, like a few years older. And that's where we are right now in it. I'm so close to being done. I just always forget to use it. So item number two is this one. And the third one is the skincare item in my project, which is an Innisfree green tea seed serum. We are right there. I've been using this every night, trying to get rid of it. It's not like it's bad for my skin, I just don't see a difference using it. It does feel nice sometimes, it feels moisturizing and soothing a little bit, but not a lot. So I kind of want to experiment more with other serums, but that's where we are with this serum. So that's item number 3. Next, let's talk about lip products. Did I mention I'm Angela? Did I say hello? These are items 4 through 6. This was also an inspiration for starting this, where I know there's lip product focused projects, but I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't think I can do that. And then I was like, well, these are 3 lip products you have been actively trying to finish up and that you enjoy as well. This is a mini of the Fenty Glow Gloss. The cap is so broken, and the thing is that I've thought I've been close to finishing this and I haven't. It just keeps giving and giving and giving. And I kind of want to buy a Fenty gloss in the full size one day because I like the formula and it just has such lasting power for me personally. So this gloss I will try to finish up. You can see scrapes on the side. I'm trying to finish that Fenty gloss up. This is one that's been in my collection for years. It's a Flower Beauty cream in Spiced Petal. Look at that. I'm so close. I don't think I'm going to do measurements either. Sorry if that bothers some of you. I'm just going to keep showing you guys the product itself. But I'm so close to being done with this lipstick. I have been trying to use it more. I just either forget or I choose something over it. There's like a Kira hair in it. Yay. It's something where it gets overlooked a lot because it's been in my collection for years. It's not exciting anymore, but I do think it looks pretty on me. I really do enjoy the spiced petal color and the flower formula is nice. I'm just ready for it to be out of my collection. It's like a pinky nude. This one, I'm also almost done. It's a Just a Tint Give Me S'more. This is so perfect for me. Even though it doesn't last long, I do enjoy the formula of the Just a Tints. I finished one before that was more orangey brown. I don't remember what it's called. If I remember what it's called, I'll put it up there. But I actually missed that one. Give Me S'more is like a perfect pinky nude for me. And it's on my lips right now with a gloss on top. So there you go. It's perfect. You're probably like, but Angela, you're already practically done with it. With the Just a Tints, I do dig down into them. It's still like good to use because it's easy to just tap on my lips and I'm not grossed out by that, but it's easy for me to dig down and tap it on my lips. And with this one, I don't know if I'm gonna dig down, but there's still a good amount of product left to go through. But anyways, those are my items 4 through 6. Those are all my lip products I have chosen to put into this project. And the next things will be like moisturizing items. So 7 and 8. I don't remember the YouTuber's name, but I know that they were also panning this lip balm, and I totally agree with them that this just is not the greatest. It's Rosebud Salve. I got it from Sephora for like, I think $7. It's Smith's Rosebud Salve. Sorry, I didn't remember the brand. I got it because I'm trying to get more products in these little containers that I can reuse instead of those lip tubes where I can't reuse a lip tube product, but I can reuse a little container for whatever purpose. I was excited because it seemed like a lot of product. It's in a little container and it wasn't expensive at Sephora, but it really is. It's like a rosy smell. It's nothing special. The formula is not special, but here we are right now. I've already hit pan. The main thing is I want to use it up. Ugh, you can see like, yeah, I think the YouTuber also had the issue where stuff got in it easily and you can see that there's stuff in it and I don't even use my fingers. I just like I like make out with it, but still somehow stuff gets in it without me using my fingers. So it's just kind of I've been trying to use it up and it's taking forever. And yeah, that's a lip balm I'm trying to get rid of. Other thing, and this I think is in Kitsch Snitches. I think this is in their project pan as well. No Woman No Dry, or it was once in their project. It smells like Jolly Rancher. If you know what Jolly Ranchers are, it smells like that cheap sugary fruit smell. And I don't know what was up. I was in the store when I bought it, and when I smelt it in the store, I was like, this is nice. And then I brought it home and I was like, my goal is to use it up for sure. I just don't like the smell that much. It could be better. Like, it's not offending me, but it also is a little bit, if that makes sense. Like, the other reason why I decided to be like, let's just go for it, let's do a small whole collection project pan. And that was because when I was talking about my Pan Those Eyeshadows project, I was talking about making the sixth shadow that I usually randomly roll in from that project. I was thinking of making that sixth one be one that I choose because I was like, I want certain palettes in my project. And one of that was I wanted this palette in my project and I wanted ColourPop Super Shocks in my project in 2020, but that never happened. And I just did my intro for the Pan Those Eyeshadows for 2021. A shadow from this palette rolled in and I was so excited, and I decided to not hand pick a shadow to put in my project, if that makes sense. But then I was like, it's still not for sure that I'll get ColourPop Super Shocks. Then it occurred to me I could just include them in a whole collection project pan. So I'm deciding that for my Pan Those Eyeshadows, the sixth eyeshadow will remain random. Right now, I get to pick the Super Shocks that I want to pan, and that will be item 9 and 10, and these are the two that I'm picking. Prickly Pear is one of them. Let me swatch. Prickly Pear is like a neutral Super Shock, and I think it's drying out a little bit because it's one of my older Super Shocks. There's Prickly Pear is the first one I want to use up. It's a neutral, toned down brown with some glittery shiness to it. I really like Prickly Pear. It's a shadow you could just blend all over your eyelid, but I never do that, obviously, because I go over the top sometimes. The inspiration for picking the second one, which is Sidekick, is that I have two other Super Shocks that look. There's some differences. You can see the differences, but to me, they're so close that my brain just doesn't remember the differences until I open them all up and like swatch them and everything. These other two are Sequin and there's oh wait, the other two are Let Me Pass. See, I got even confused there because I have 3 or 4 that are similar. This one's Let Me Pass and there's a cloud. These ones I don't want to actively pan because I think they're really pretty. There's a cloud is more yellow and Let Me Pass is more orangey, if you can tell. I'm choosing to pick Sidekick. I know that Sidekick is older in my collection, and that's part of why I'm picking Sidekick over the other shadows that look similar. There's this yellowy orange, there's particles like Prickly Pear in there as well. That's a stain from a video I did earlier. I think what I'm gonna decide is that if I hit pan on one of these, I'll roll in another Super Shock or another eyeshadow. I don't know, like maybe an eyeshadow from my singles. I might use this space in this video as a place to get use out of eyeshadows I really want to get use out of, but they're just not randomly rolling into my Pan Those Eyeshadows project. So we're going to get that started with Prickly Pear and Sidekick. I'm excited. I hope you find this video a little interesting. It should be a more shorter video for me to do. So that's it. It's a 10 item whole collection project pan. It's going to be super chill. I hope you're doing well mentally and physically, and be nice to people. Remember human rights movements and support them, please. I'm gonna go make vegan macaroni salad. Anyways, whatever. I'll see you later and have a good day, okay? I'm so bad at saying bye. Oh my god. Goodbye.